We had a nice visit with Rusty. It's always fun to go see people you know, kind of through YouTube. I got to meet up with him and do a live. He just likes to keep it at 30 minutes so it doesn't kind of, drag on. It was really nice that he moved his car out and let me park the truck there for the poodles. Because Jupe gets all antsy, and if I'm not right there, he might tear up stuff. I don't know. I'm going to pull over here, just make sure, check everything in the camper. We're at our stop in Denver City, the Yoakum County Park. There's turtles out here in the water. See 'em. And of course the ducks are here, and you know who wants to get them. Free electric and water, and they have the RV dump station, and it's shaded. It was so windy today driving here. Well, I mean, it was fine because I had a tailwind, obviously, coming from the west, and then as soon as I turned a little bit of south, oh my gosh, it was very windy. Come on, let's go this way. There's one more RV up here. There's a Class C. About 8:30. We couldn't come out. It was 105 when we got here. There's a golf course. It didn't say no dog, so I don't want to go down there too far. I overstep, but it's pretty. I mean, this is a nice place to camp for the night, that's for sure. We left Yoakum County Park, and I got stuck talking to the guy that was in that Class C. Come to find out, he is doing some type of work for the golf course. And so they're letting him stay there for, I guess, unlimited amount of time. But he was a talker, and I was trying to get out of there, in the morning. And I kept saying, okay, well, I got to go, trying to get out before this wind picks up. And he just kept talking. So that's the topic of what we'll talk about, RV stressors. That was kind of stressful because I wanted to get on the road. I mean, it's supposed to be 106 here today. And as you know, the wind starts picking up as the day progresses. So right now, I'm taking a little bit of different route than I normally would have taken just because of the wind. Thank goodness at Yoakum County I have some Wi-Fi signal. At Rob Jagger's I had nothing, so you can't check the weather, can't check what's going on. That was, that was a little stressful. Had to drive into town to get a signal. You need to be aware of the weather, right? We all know that. If you're driving just on a road trip. But right now, getting back to my point, is we have a pretty good tailwind. That's a little bit out of the northwest, so it's not not too bad. I want to avoid a crosswind as much as possible. So see, with turning a little bit right now, then I'll have a nice little tailwind. Well, the main point of my stress on this trip is the wind. I mean, not only the heat, but my gosh, the wind. I know, if you're used to campers your whole life, or used to horse trailers or hauling things, it's no big deal. But when you've never pulled something and you feel every little movement, it's scary. I don't like white knuckle driving for hours. That's not good. I know that's not good for me. Sound like Rusty, a change may be coming. I may turn into Fickle Woman. But the difference between Rusty and me is when he makes a decision, he'll go through with it. He'll think of something, okay, I'm going to do this, and act on it and go with it. Or he'll, decide on something and then go with it. But me, I can't make the damn decision. That's the problem. That's just the way I've always been, and that's just the way it's going to be. So, if I decide to sell the Tab, I'm maybe get something like a van, or maybe just do some tent camping for a while. Maybe get that relief of pulling something and driving something that catches wind a lot. I don't know, but I have not felt stress like that driving in a while. And I know it's West Texas, it's East, New Mexico, the winds are going to be high. I get that, but I don't want to drive in that. I don't want to feel like that. It's terrible. It's not pleasant. Anyway, what are y'all stressors? Well, RV camping. I mean, the dogs are another factor. I've got to make sure that, and that's one thing that scares me too, kind of on this trip, is it's been so hot that, you know, even driving in West Texas, Big Spring, those areas, I thought, God, if I broke down, if something happened, if I had a flat tire and had to sit there on the side of the road, I mean, that kind of heat, you know, you can die. And, you know, that's just, it's scary when you're by yourself, and I think maybe if I had someone with me, I don't think I'd feel that way. I really don't, you know, so that's something, you know, to think about too, is, you know, it's being solo is stressful, and a female, obviously. You know, I don't care what anybody says, I'm not as strong as a man. I'm not as strong. I can't, you know, turn things and move things and lift things and get that tire out ready for the spare, and it's harder. It's just harder. And then when it's 110 outside, it's really tough, you know. So it's just been kind of stressful. And I mean, I can see the same kind of stress level if it's extreme cold. But I am glad I went out there. I am glad I made the trip. It's always nice to visit with Rusty. Great conversation. Nice to find someone you can just have a nice conversation with. It's enjoyable. In Mount Olive Cemetery, trying to find my family. It's my grandmother's side of the family, but it's literally like 110. So I'll have to come back when it's not so hot and I have more information. And anyway, it's the big flare. I didn't realize it goes up and down. See if you can hear it. Can you hear that? I mean, it sounds like a train. Look, and then it'll go down. Watch. There it comes again. I didn't know they did that. That's crazy. Wow. As if it's not hot enough. Wow, that's pretty cool. Look, see, it went down. Sorry, I'm holding the dogs. Here it comes up again.